Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mr. Joshua with another custom action figure review. And today I'd like to show off to you guys my custom pink ranger. This ranger, just like my last video, all of this was just a bunch of random pieces that I had. I bought the pink ranger body for about $5 on eBay. And a while back ago, I actually bought a custom fodder kit that came with a bunch of pieces that I also threw into the figure, along with this custom helmet that I did myself a couple years ago. That helmet that I did, it originally came off of a Power Rangers Legacy figure that I tore apart years ago and just kind of kept pieces for myself. Uh, Things I've done with this figure was, of course, I threw a body wash on there, dirty wash, I should say, my bad. And I took the diamonds, made all those black. And these legs right here that I bought separately, I forget how much I spent on these. It wasn't really too expensive. They were originally white. And I just took those off. I took these arms off right here. These arms came from a Rita Repulsa figure. And I dyed all that black. I also dyed the hands black as well, because I didn't want to use black paint. Eventually, black paint will rub off on the figure, and so the best permanent solution, in my opinion, is to use the dye for the figure. And the parts, the cool little, upper arm shield pads, the vest, the little skirt, and the feet, and the cape, all that came off of a Star Wars Black Series figure with that fodder, pieces that I bought a while back ago. And I just, threw everything on, and it looks pretty cool. And with this helmet here, I did this helmet, years ago. I just kept it in my parts bin. But anyways, the inspiration on this figure was back from when I was a kid. I thought it'd be really cool if they had like a rated R version of Power Rangers where Lord Zed took 5 of the 6 Rangers and basically brainwashed them all to work for him. And Kimberly was the last person, well, the last survivor of the Rangers, and so she tries to save her team and goes to the moon, or moon base, wherever the hell Rhea Repulsa and Lord Zed live, and tries to, save her team. It completely backfires. She gets the shit kicked out of her by her team. And before she gets killed, she's like on her knees like this. She's got the Rangers around her. She's pleading for them to let her go. And then Lord Zed just appears out in front of her, standing like this. He says something pretty badass. Takes his little staff, points it down at her head, and says something cool, and just electrocutes the shit out of her head. And then her little eye visor bursts open, and inside of her skull gets all completely burnt up and destroyed, and then she dies. But the cool part is, in my storyline that I made up, there's the there kind of like Star Wars with the Force, light side and dark side of the Force. I thought it'd be pretty cool if they had the regular morphing grid and then the dark morphing grid. And then with the dark morphing grid, there is a dark guardian who was watching through the grid of what happened with Kimberly. And what he does is, after Kimberly is dead, he basically takes her body, resurrects her, and gives her this power of the of the dead. So she's kind of like a Reaper, like the Grim Reaper, where she goes around and kills different. She goes around killing different Rangers and bad guys and whatnot for her master, because the only way her master is able to live is if she goes around and collects all these souls and stuff, which is kind of like a Grim Reaper. And after that, what ends up happening is that in order for her to work for him, he agrees to give her Lord Zed so she can basically take revenge on him. But what ends up happening is that Lord Zed finds out about what happened, and he freaks the fuck out, and he's scared because here's Kimberly, she's literally the Walking Dead, and she can't be killed, and she's way more powerful than she was previously. And what ends up happening is that he figures out how to jump through different universes, and so in fear he jumps into different universes trying to escape from her, and ultimately, she just goes to universe. Anybody stands in her way, she just takes their souls with zero fucks given. And I thought this was a pretty cool concept, Definitely a darker side of the Power Rangers franchise for sure. The cape's pretty cool, by the way. And it's a nice little fabric cape. And it also comes with alternate heads. Here's just a regular weathered version of the Pink Ranger head, which I think I should probably, weather up a little bit more. Looks a little out of place, but it's okay. I think what I'm going to do with this helmet is I'm going to give it another dirty wash and maybe scuff it up a little bit, add some silver paint. But these two helmets are exactly the same, and you can just tell how much more this is fitting for the body. And then there's also a civilian head too that I gave to this figure, which in my opinion works out pretty well. This helmet, this head sculpt right here actually came off of the Power Rangers flip head. The revamps that they made a couple of years ago. This came off of the Ranger Slayer, and I just did this for shits and giggles. I bought it because it was cheap. I wanted to see just how well this head sculpt would hold up on a Lightning figure, and in my own personal opinion, it's pretty good. I really do like the way that it came out. It is just a little bit small, but it's okay. I think for its usage, it's pretty nice. And I also went in here too, and I had to Dremel out the ball joint hole too, so it fits on there pretty nice. If you want, you can push it all the way down, maybe raise it up a little bit, whatever you want to do. It's a nice little figure. And there goes that helmet. Straight to the floor. Piece of shit. No, but overall, this figure, it took me a couple hours to do. I think with all the time invested into this figure, I think it came out good. Is it the best? No, it's not. But, just for what it is, I think it's a pretty cool concept. I really do like it. And I'm going to sell it here pretty soon on eBay. I don't really expect to get much money off of it. At the very most, maybe 20 bucks. But that's the one thing I noticed about the Lightning collection. Those figures, they're not really selling too well right now, especially on eBay, which is where I get all my my pieces, my figures, and it's a little alarming. Remember a couple months ago, all these figures are going for like 40, 50 bucks now, and nowadays everything's going for like 15, 20, below the retail value. Something's up with Hasbro, I think. It is what it is. These figures are nice. I like them. But with this figure, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. No, just because I feel like there's some more things I should do with this figure, but I just can't figure it out. I like this figure. It's nice. And I just hope I can sell it to, a collector who can appreciate my work. And that's all that I have for this figure. And if you guys like my videos, please like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.